Yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns on Odell Town Road. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. Gonna take my dogs to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. I got Odell running the flat, touchdown with a snatch. Teammate holding back and the stadium is packed. Riding with my dogs, ha, Baker getting blocks. Browns ain't bad for wounds, yeah, it's cause Cleveland rocks. Ain't nobody fourth down punting. Yeah, the Browns ain't punting.
Oh, baby. Here we are again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another WNQB. That's perfect. I love the plastic bag.
You can always count on Jimmy for the musical interludes and props. Thanks, James.
No problem. Anytime.
That's what we needed. Boy, what do we got on the agenda today, fellas?
Wow. I don't even know where to start.
Oh, what?
Oh, wait, we're back.
Come on. Get with the program. Get that bag off your head and get to running these slides.
All right.
There's 4 people that want to know what's going on right now.
Wonder if caller's going to start sneezing.
We can only hope.
Well, there's
Quotes.
the agenda.
Wow, I really like the quotes.
Oh. My Zoom window is not being...
Do we even want to recap the game?
Oh, sure. Why not?
How was it for the the guys that were actually at the game? Not me.
Huh.
How was it?
Well,
I had to watch the game again.
Yeah, I was gonna say most of us were at. We were at the game.
I had to watch.
Some of us were in the stadium, and some of us were just at the game.
That's a very good point.
Not gonna point any fingers.
Yes, you are. You're pointing it right now.
Make sure you're pointing it in the right direction.
I don't know which direction I'm pointing it in. Maybe he's on this side of me. Maybe he's down there.
I think you made the right choice on the first time.
Yeah, well, it depends on how you're watching.
I already outed myself. I had to watch the game again.
Today's episode is brought to you by free beer that someone left in the cooler.
These slides are not coming up well for me.
Oh, I love this.
Can everyone see the slides?
Yeah, they're just too... Is there any way to make that window smaller?
Ow!
Caller just got bit by his cat.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, we're still at intros and agenda. This is...
Yeah.
Man,
sorry, everyone.
This is taking off.
I'm gonna have to come over to Jim's house, and we're gonna have to figure this out.
Oh my God! Now what are you doing?
It's like the Jim Rome
He's
show.
Trying.
Golic and Wingo.
It's not his fault. It's my computer's fault.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's just maybe you're
Can we skip the quotes and move into what in the hell did I just watch?
Here's the problem. With the way it's set up, they can't even see the slides. Like, it's off-centered and off-screen. It's way too big. And I don't know how to fix it in the moment. I don't know how to fix it without, like, trying to take over being in charge of the... I think I might have it here. Hold on a minute. Jeez, oh, Pete's. Well, sorry, everyone, that we started broadcasting.
I thought you said it was fine.
Don't worry.
It's not on you.
What is that famous line from Major League? Don't worry, nobody's watching anyway.
That's right.
Nobody's listening anyway.
People are listening.
That's true.
They're just not watching because there's nothing to see right now. John's got the slides messed up.
Well, for those of you still watching,
well, while
call in.
While Spalding's fucking around with this, James, what did you think of the game? You got to watch it on TV, I'm assuming.
Oh boy, guys, I was extremely upset, disappointed, embarrassed, just downright livid the entire afternoon.
Well, I had the great pleasure of sitting next to a gentleman in the stands who spewed expletives and screamed F Baker, F Kitchens, F Odell.
Right.
I think he pretty much motherfucked the entire team and the staff. And then I think he fell asleep. I can't remember.
I'll tell you what.
after that.
This team embarrassed themselves in front of a packed stadium that was not, some people have very different expectations on how this season was supposed to go. But most everybody thought that they were going to come out and show up.
You know what? I'm not gonna sit here and listen to the Browns look great on paper anymore.
Yeah.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing that. Who gives a shit what you look like on paper when you look like garbage on the field?
It was unbelievable. That
20 penalties in that game.
It was ugly. It was ugly.
No,
and then they gave up.
There was 18 penalties but there was also 2 plays where there was multiple fouls, so there was a total of 20 penalties.
When the Titans, declined. So you're right. It's called penalties. I think it was 20.
It was 20 total penalties.
I heard something today that I found.
For almost 200 yards.
In the first half alone, there was 5 personal fouls. 5.
No, you're not wrong. That's exactly what it was. 5.
Now, I'm not good at math, but I think 5 times 15 is a lot of yards.
And one of those penalties included kicking a guy in the face.
In the face. Right.
And causing
That's
the player
something
to
that
get ejected.
That's a condoned behavior in my book.
You couldn't get your leg that high.
That idiot ruined the game with that one stupid move.
I don't think it ruined the game, but it definitely hurt.
It brought in Kendall Lamb, and when Kendall Lamb got injured, they had to move Phil Hubbard over from right tackle.
Well, you know what?
Put him at left tackle. It added a butterfly effect. It ruined the entire game.
Of course.
Then that falls solely on the staff, if you ask me. Because if you don't have a backup to a backup and depth at certain positions,
but you don't expect
I understand you don't expect him to kick a guy in the face and get ejected, but he very well could get rolled. You don't expect
the next guy to get hurt. And then
he very well could get rolled up on and be out of the game anyway. So you have to have some kind of a backup plan, not musical freaking chairs on the offensive line.
That's the thing with the 53-man roster. When you really get down to it, you don't have that many spots to keep all these guys.
They can only play 46.
Exactly. So when you break it down, it's
Well,
what do you do?
This offensive line is scary.
Say it again.
This offensive line is scary.
And
I don't mean scary good.
No.
Hey, Jim, the slides are showing up perfect. If you could make that window right there just a little bit bigger.
I won't. Too big.
No, just a little bit, because it's perfect now. I made some adjustments.
You know what I like about this?
I'm leaving it the way it is.
All right, that's fine.
You want me to make it bigger?
If you could, that's fine.
Okay, there it is.
Didn't you guys start discussing this at like 6:30?
It's bigger.
Thank you.
Which is not what she said, but
what's up, Glenn? What's up, Eli? Glenn says Jim finally looks decent. I don't know what that means.
Because he's not on the screen.
Oh, that looks really good.
All right.
It's perfect.
Terrific. Wonderful.
Touchdown, Browns.
All right, so where are these wonderful quotes?
Okay, here's the first one.
Let's jump right in, shall we?
Who's going to recite them?
They were who we thought they were. Y'all can crown them if you want to crown them. Still got to play football.
That was that dickhead from the Titans. I don't know his name.
The dickhead that scored 2 touchdowns.
Is that Delaney Walker?
Yep.
Yeah. I prefer fuckface, but dickhead.
Hey, you know what?
2 touchdowns against our vaunted defense.
At least he came up with something original.
Would you like to? There we go. 55 yards and 2 TDs against the Browns.
Wow.
Gives them the right to clown us like that.
I agree. I mean, everyone has the right to do that.
We can sit here bitch
suck.
all we want about the offensive line, but our defense.
There's a good quote.
Favors on Sunday.
Fuck you. Who said that?
That was Spalding.
Okay.
Numerous times, over and over and over again.
I got them all out. I will not swear any more this season.
Yeah, right.
As long as they win.
Am I allowed to answer or?
Caller, I see that you're unmuted. Were you going to interject?
Not yet.
Okay. So who was this? I'll give you a hint. It was during the game.
It was the second person to be ejected from the game, by the way. Devereaux Lawrence.
And why did he say, fuck you? A ref
After
told
a ref-
him to get the fuck out of the way.
Oh, wow.
He claims the ref told him to get the fuck out of the way, so he said, fuck you.
These guys were undisciplined and acting like a bunch of a-holes from the minute the ball was kicked off.
A natural
And
response.
that-
I did the same thing. So,
Oh, I thought you were talking about the people sitting next to me. So you meant the players.
Hey, they...
Okay.
I'm sensing this is going in a certain direction tonight.
No. Why would you sense such a thing?
Next up.
he was ejected, which not many people actually knew until after the game.
I actually didn't know that until you just said it right now.
Right.
I didn't know he got ejected for that.
Yes.
I know. I did hear that he got.
I thought he was going to get fined. I
foul.
don't know that he got ejected. Is that true?
I think he did.
I did not know that until right now because I don't remember them announcing that during the game. But I do remember hearing that him and a ref got in a shouting match, which included numerous F-bombs.
This is a good one right here. They're a team that talked all off season about discipline and accountability. Then you go out and have that many mistakes and sloppiness.
Oh,
Brian Seamus said that.
Close.
I said it in a different way,
that's
though.
Smirmack?
The 65,000 people at First Energy Stadium said that.
Right.
Pretty much. I think everyone said that in a roundabout way. So who did actually say it?
What's up,
Cowherd?
Vicky? Thanks for watching.
Was it Colin Cowherd? Because he likes to say a bunch of shit.
What's up, Rick? Thanks for watching.
Former
Former
left
left
tackle.
tackle. Joe
Wow.
Thomas.
Number 73.
Slamming his old team when he
Yeah.
retired when we needed him the most.
He's just calling it like it is.
How come there are no blue lines on the pages?
Yeah, what's up? No page break.
Obviously, you were drinking anyway.
I'm
Well,
drinking.
yeah, I mean it doesn't
Cheers.
affect me one way or another. Keep moving on with them quotes, man. These are riveting.
Everybody's going to throw us in the trash, and I think that's good.
Why is there a picture of the drum line on there?
Because you love it. Same reason there's a picture of Swagger on the slides.
Seamus loves the drum line and swagger.
Every week he goes, why am I still here?
I don't know who said that quote, but I'm going to say Baker Mayfield.
I guess.
Anyone else?
No more guesses?
Caller?
I'm sorry.
Hey,
Wifey
I got it.
Wifey just came home and now she's, she just came in, ripped ass, and the whole.
Okay,
The whole
we're going to have to
office-
mute
All right,
caller again.
just mute him.
All right, caller. Thank you.
Thanks for calling in.
If
Hey, I
anyone,
got one right.
if anyone else
Please
wants to
tell
call
me.
in,
Dan. Dan.
zoom.us and hit 599-401-010.
You too can get muted.
This is Baker Mayfield after his what should be humbling performance versus Tennessee.
I thought Baker was fine until he tried to force the ball in the fourth quarter. But we
Oh,
could-
yeah, he was fine until he threw 3 interceptions. They were deceptive and had his number the whole game, and then
okay, let me stop you there.
All right, here we go. Everybody
After three
strap
quarters-
in.
I have this written down too. After 3 quarters, Baker Mayfield was 22 of 28 for 264 yards and 1 touchdown and no interceptions. It's pretty good, right?
Oh, those numbers were outstanding up until the end of the third quarter, and then the wheels officially came off the
Yeah,
wagon.
until the
It's-
defense gave up that ridiculous screen pass and the team basically gave up.
They decided to play
Throw the
music.
ball. Okay. No, it's not on Baker.
No, they tried to play musical chairs on the offensive line, and they got fucked.
Right, and then he had no time and he tried to force the ball and he threw a bunch of picks. Baker's the least of our problems.
and not only that, there was a lot of times where he was taking a lot of time. and he was like, you could tell that they were a disciplined veteran team because he was getting tricked. He wasn't looking.
Again, with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, the score was 15-13. So
let's not forget the Titans are coming off, I think, three seasons in a row of 9-7. They were not the scrap heap pile shitty team that everybody made them out to be.
That's right, and it goes.
They're
to
one
the
of
point
the
where,
least penalized teams in the
no,
league.
not at all. And the biggest problem was that everyone just expected the Browns to just roll over them, and
Sure.
you know.
Well, that was evident by everybody's picks last week
Yeah.
at the end of the show.
they got their ass handed to them by just an experienced, good team.
Okay, they did not get their ass handed to them until like about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Half the guys gave up, and I have three guys.
They were playing from behind the whole game.
Let's finish the quotes, and we can.
Yeah, we can never do quotes again if I don't care.
We're going to continue to make corrections in how we prepare from a discipline standpoint. That put us in some bad situations.
We're going to waste the whole show on quotes.
This is the last one.
Come on. Freddie Kitchens. Freddie Kitchens. Got to be.
It's like Hugh Jackson.
It's either Freddie Kitchens or Jimmy Klingen.
Hugh Jackson.
What's up, Brian, Liz, and Tom? Thanks for tuning in.
No, if it was a Hugh Jackson.
We have Liz and Tom from the tailgating?
Oh, yeah.
But it sounds like Hugh.
Well, they're all canned answers. They all say the same thing after a loss or a win or any other kind of bullshit. Hugh would have said, I need to watch the tape. We need to get better. That's what Hugh would have said. He said it every week.
What a fucking surprise.
Now, you do have to drink, though, because we prepare should not be all one word.
Ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Once again, tonight's episode.
Jesus Christ.
Tonight's episode brought to you courtesy of Al, my pal, forgetting to take his beer out of my cooler.
Oh, he brought that for us because he's a good dude.
Thanks for giving me
mighty nice of him.
I think you just got to uncover his name, and we go to the next slide.
Oh, can't you see his face?
There you go.
His fat face right there?
Please tell me that was the last quote.
That was the last quote. You ready to really start talking football?
What stats do you want me to throw at you? Anybody got any questions about how any particular individuals did?
I have one
Sunday?
stat that I'd like to throw out, Brian.
Okay.
And there's stat slides in there that are in there as well, courtesy
Please
of Google.
do, Jimmy. Lay it on us.
Olivier Vernon played 56 snaps on defense. Guess how many tackles he had?
0. He had 0. Absolutely 0.
Guess how many assists he had?
The card.
0.
No, he.
Thanks, buddy.
He
Great
basically Jamie Collins Seniors or whatever. He just ran around the field. It was terrible. It was terrible.
It was garbage. I was really disappointed in that fucking guy, for one. And
you know who else I was very disappointed in?
Denzel Ward had a crappy game, I thought, too.
Denzel Ward was pathetic.
I mean, it's been 20 years, and we have still yet to sniff out a bubble screen. Stop it.
God,
it's been 20 years. It's been 2 decades since one of our teams has been able to sniff out a bubble screen and actually lay the running back out for a loss.
Well, so I watched the game again, like fast forwarded the game. Like the next day I watched that play, and you watch Mariota do the fake to the right side. And our entire defense basically took 2 or 3 steps over here. And then as soon as Mariota goes back over to the left side, there's like no one there, dude. Oh, God. Talk about discipline.
Here's another stat you might not know. Did you guys notice how many interceptions we had on Sunday?
How many what?
Interceptions. The Browns
we didn't have any.
Sunday. Yeah. No, did you see how many fumble recoveries we had?
Well, there's a defensive slide. If you want to go to the defensive
just asking
slide.
you if you know.
I didn't know. You guys want to start with the stats? Or?
On the replay that I watched, I didn't happen to see one.
Because there wasn't any. We didn't cause any fumble. We didn't cause one turnover in that game. Not one.
Caller's going to have to get muted again because he's talking to his old lady about dinner.
We got to Mariota a total of 6 times in that game as a defense combined. 6.
Tom says,
He
how
was
about that
touched
Muni lot, though?
6
Holy shit.
times. Tom knows what's up.
The Muni lot was lit.
Anyone was lit, yeah.
Our
It was a
defense
disaster zone, though.
Did sack him 4 times.
Hey, did you guys see that
Yeah,
guy
4
fall off
sacks.
the man?
No, I mean, I saw the video of it afterwards. That's sad.
That sucks, man.
Apparently, that guy was an epileptic. I
Yeah.
think it was having some kind of a seizure, and it didn't work out very well for him.
No, what happened is he went up, he took a picture of, he wanted to get a picture of the Muni lot. He's an epileptic, and he had been 10 years without a seizure. And as he was taking the photograph, he had a seizure and fell off.
Yeah, that's
And
horrible.
that's what happened. And it's, everybody was, that video went viral, and everybody was going, "Oh, what a drunken idiot!" And frankly, that probably would have been my reaction.
If what?
He
That would have
lost,
been your reaction if what?
lost the color, but
His Obama phone ran out of minutes.
yeah, I mean, geez, now I feel bad because I definitely took a few jabs at the guy, but geez, I had no idea that
Well,
was.
now
know,
you got to go
the-
donate to his GoFundMe for being such
Yeah,
a prick.
The comments on social
No,
media led
he-
everybody to believe that he was a drunken idiot that fell off of a van, and that's not
Oh,
the case at
yeah,
all.
That's
wouldn't-
why social media blows.
There you have
But
it.
this Fancast doesn't.
Yeah, well, he has a fractured skull, 6 broken ribs, leg injuries. The guy, he's in a hot mess. But it wasn't like he was a drunken idiot. He just all of a sudden, after 10 years, he had a seizure and he went, and that was it.
Yep. All right,
All right.
hey, Jim,
Let's
stop
move on
using
to
the
something a
wheel.
little more.
Stop
Yeah,
using the wheel.
let's move
No,
on to something
not.
a little more positive
Okay.
and uplifting.
But the wheel makes it eat. Never mind.
So we got special
Anybody-
teams. Dontrell Hilliard didn't look bad until he got a concussion. And then Ernest Johnson came in. They had some good kick returns.
Any word on Dontrell Hilliard, by the way, guys? Any word?
I haven't heard anything about him, and I did not see him listed on the. If he got a concussion, that means he's a minimum in the protocol.
Probably
right?
going to this game.
So he's going to
Ernest
miss
Johnson,
a game,
we're going to see a lot
at
of it.
least.
Oh,
yeah.
Austin Siebert missed
Austin
an extra
Siebert.
point
fuck
on
you,
the
dude.
opening drive.
Missed the first extra point of the year, and you fucking missed. Nice job.
Nice
Great
job, you
job.
fucking kicker.
Yeah,
Wow.
idiot kicker.
He'll be fine.
Dontrell.
He's going to turn it around. He made up for it.
Yeah.
He got one later.
Okay, great.
He's going to be needed this week.
Well, at least the Scottish Hammer was good.
Wow. After his first one, though, his first one got a lucky roll.
Well, it
Hey, I'll
doesn't
tell you
matter.
what.
I bet rather be lucky than good.
Hey, but his hang time.
His longest punt was only 52 yards. Let's not freaking build him a statue just yet.
Oh, you'll see
Take
more
it
about
easy over there.
about Mr. Gillen in our silver lining segment.
Well, you know that I think Jamie Gillen's a fine punter. I don't want to see him 5 times a fucking game though.
No, neither do I.
Yeah.
So there you go.
You know, I'd rather see Austin Seibert miss 3 freaking field goals because at least we were trying them, but we weren't even in position to do that.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
The defense.
Joe Schobert, 7 tackles, 2 assists.
Gilbert's always fine. No problem there.
He's the new Jamie Collins.
Morgan Burnett locked himself in at safety. 5 tackles, 1 assist, and a sack.
You did not
He
just
did.
say that, Brian.
He,
Wait, what did
he
Brian
had
say?
said he's the new Jamie Collins.
Oh, great.
He's going to lead the leaderboard in sacks and tackles
All right.
or whatever every week.
Christian Kirksey, he's showed up. Look at that.
Inside joke from last year. Christian
Did
Kirksey
you happen-
sucked. He sucked.
I don't know if you scrolled onto the bottom there. I really like to point
He's
this
one of the
out.
guys that I saw give up in the fourth quarter.
Kirko?
Yes.
Well, you're
You
not going
saw
to
it?
be able to wear that. You're not
He
going to
went
be able
up
to wear
make
that
a
jersey.
tackle, and
anymore.
he just didn't even want any part of the offensive lineman. He just shrugged. He just sort of walked away. He gave up.
Wow.
That's the tape.
Hey,
Yep,
this
Kirko
Fancast
gave up.
is not nice to Kirksey. I think we're all going to be glad when there's a
My-
change.
Well,
I'm surprised
thing is-
Garrett got 4 tackles. I'm having 2 sacks.
No, I don't
Go
know
ahead,
how
caller.
sad. I don't know how
Kirksey
sad
had
it is.
seven total.
Kirksey at 5.
5 tackles, 1 assist.
Yeah, but it's embarrassing when you say, "Oh, that's all he did." Well, why is the running back or the quarterback getting to the second level? We've got the greatest defensive line ever, according to last week's
Paper.
Fancast.
Exactly.
Why are they even getting to the second level?
Exactly.
So-
I totally agree. The defensive line was very disappointing.
You'll see in the silver linings.
I'm not even sure
What did I say about
disappointed.
Olivier
They were
about 15 minutes ago?
You'll see what they said in about our defensive line from.
That's
I
the
think
guy we traded, Kevin Zeitler, for that fucking guy, and he had 0 tackles. So
Larry Ogunjobi, 3 tackles and a sack. He showed up.
he's always pretty.
And Myles Garrett, other than that asinine roughing, that shove, that open-handed shove that he did, 4
He punched-
tackles and assists, 2
He
sacks.
He tried to punch the guy. Don't try to put.
No, it was open-handed. That's why he didn't get ejected.
Okay.
That's true.
What?
We're going right back to the discipline problem that
Yes,
started.
yeah. I'm not discounting the fact that there was a boneheaded move.
The
It was
last thing you
full of.
expect from that
See,
guy, the last thing you expect.
these guys cannot handle adversity. They were punched in the mouth by a veteran team, and they stooped to low stuff like kicking and punching.
I wouldn't even go that far.
and roughing the
I wouldn't
passer.
even go that far. Because they weren't really punched in the mouth by a veteran team. They punched themselves in the dick for 3 quarters.
Anyone see Denzel Ward?
Right, but it was in reaction to that Titans guy was talking shit right to him, and so
Oh,
so
so
rather
what?
than I'm not
So what?
excusing it. I'm saying yes, they were punched in the
You're
mouth.
always excusing somebody for something
Full
they
of
did.
shit. They were punched in the
No,
mouth
I'm not-
because these guys didn't take the Browns hype, and they shoved it right back in their face.
They did.
They did,
Yeah.
and the Browns lost their
Everything-
fucking cool.
They did. They lost their composure.
Yeah, so everything that they did on Sunday was self-inflicted for the most part
It was.
because they couldn't maintain their composure.
Yes, which is just as bad as.
Sounds like we're saying the same thing, but you just want to argue with me.
Oh, your ass! You don't even watch half the fucking game,
I told you, I already own that. I had to watch it yesterday.
dickhead.
No, I guess the silver lining would be that's fixable. Everyone says that's fixable. It's correctable. Well, I hope they fucking correct it.
Woo!
They're gonna have to correct it.
Liz says, I think the game was a very humbling experience. This is what our team gets for paying more attention to the media coverage than their game.
Boy, that's hard.
Oh.
If I could add something from a global perspective, the Browns.
Wait a minute.
the-
You're bringing in the global perspective? Is that what you're saying?
Global perspective.
I'm being dead serious right now.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. The Browns, when people say, the Cowboys are America's team, and over the summer, and granted, when you have nothing else to write about in June, July, your Tony Grossi's and your Ian Rappaports are going to make some sensational, developments that really come out of nowhere. Sky TV in the United Kingdom, they broadcast one NFL American football game per week. The Browns are 4 of the first 5 games that they broadcast.
All right.
That is
And-
huge hype.
Well, that sucks.
So I'm just saying, it's the Browns are the
I'm not-
world's team.
So they better not embarrass
okay.
themselves this Monday like they did on Sunday.
I'm not saying that that's not true, accurate, or great, but until you just said that, I don't know that, and I don't know how many people watching right now did. So I don't know how much hype that really.
Well,
I don't know
no,
how
I
much
think-
fuel that threw onto the fire. They just
No,
went
Brian-
out there and played like complete dog shit. Why do we keep dancing around the issue and wanting,
He's
this and then the
just
hype,
making
and then they
the
get in their
point
own way? And no.
You're
But
getting
like
all
shit.
the exposure, and That's not lost on anyone. They know they're on fucking national and world TV.
I'm sure they do, but that doesn't give anybody. That does not give guys excuses to kick people in the head and smack other players and tell the ref to go fuck himself.
Maybe you should find another job because it's ridiculous. That effort, what
You're
they
such
did,
a goody two shoes.
Embarrassing. 18
horse
penalties in your first game is embarrassing. At home,
Let's look at the offensive stats.
Right. That is. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is that has nothing to do with them being broadcast overseas. They were fucking idiots. They played like shit and they were undisciplined.
What
all
happened
day
to
long.
Nick Chubb? Where did Nick Chubb go? Why do they always get away from the run when they're down?
because you have to pass when you're down. But
Not if.
What was
They got away from the run when they were it was a close game.
It was 22-13 at the end of the third. Two scores.
And then when we got the ball back after that 75-yard,
they punted.
I think Freddie threw the ball like 3 times in a row. Or no, he got picked. We got picked in the next play. But I know, yeah, you're right. We had the same.
Then they gave up. After that pick, they gave up.
Well, yeah, they definitely gave up after the pick.
What's up, Brian? Thanks for tuning in.
You're welcome.
Not you. Odell, 7 for 71 yards, 10 yards of carry. Jarvis had 4 catches.
Yeah, but the worst part about that was I think 6 of those 7 catches came in the first half, and after that,
well,
one more catch throughout the rest of the game.
Odell did get
Jarvis had 2 sweet catches on that second scoring drive.
That offensive pass interference, that was
whack.
He would have had over 100 yards if not for that stupid.
That definitely was offensive pass interference. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't. If you watch the play,
I did. I saw it. I watched it. Okay, it wasn't pass interference, but they didn't challenge it, and it was upheld.
You know what I love? I love how the NFL chooses which replays to show, and they don't show that one. How interesting!
Right. Because how much separation he gets, it looks like he pushed the guy away from him. I watched it again,
but that's not the reason. We lost. But it's just another.
He didn't even get his arm released. Oh, whatever. Okay.
Ernest Johnson gonna have to have a big game behind Nick Chubb because Dontrell Hilliard's out.
Yeah.
What's Higgins out with an ankle?
Is he out?
Higgins practiced.
Well, he left the game with an ankle. Is that what it was?
Higgins practiced. He practiced today.
Right. I got that. I know he said he's probably going to be good for Monday night, but he left the game with an ankle. Is that what it was?
He'll be back.
Jim, your sister's watching.
Oh, still asking.
Really?
Was it an ankle? Anyone?
Tell her hello.
Yeah, hello.
Nobody?
Oh,
nobody in there?
Act more excited.
Question I'm trying to ask.
About Higgins?
It's funny you mentioned Higgins. It seems like when he went out, Baker lost his security blanket. That's his dude.
That's the only dude he's thrown to the whole preseason.
There was definitely something to be said for them not playing a lot this preseason.
Oh, for sure. I mean, obviously you can say that since they lost.
Higgins does have an ankle, but he's listed as probable.
All right, let's look at some silver linings.
Are there any?
I got a couple. I don't know whether you guys think they are or not, but I threw a couple in there just because you have to find some.
Oh, John.
Caller has one.
Go ahead, caller. Oh. Give us yours.
Okay, I'll start it off with a positive.
This is
ready, set, go. You had 20 penalties. 18 were accepted. Let's think back to last year and the Fancast from last year. The special teams had 1 penalty. I'll take it.
Oh.
That's a positive.
That is a positive. I'll give you that.
Can you say? Can you explain that again?
No, I think
special teams only had 1 penalty this past Sunday.
Gotcha. Yep.
Because normally the special teams had 18 penalties themselves.
Yep. And if you'll see on the silver lining slide, both of these Pro Football Focus for the Browns have to do with how good the special teams were. So
they were. The coverage units were good for sure.
Kickoff coverage and hang time from Gillen.
Oh, and Gillen for sure. Yeah.
Look good.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Good job, special teams. We're finally turning it around. Now we just need the rest of the team to go along with you.
I love how Myles Garrett is in the upper right hand.
Tom says Baker had some throws that were really, really bad. I'm hoping
Thanks,
there are some
Tom.
other people that can acknowledge that. He was confused most of the game. He looked like a deer in headlights more than I've ever seen him. He had,
Tom's
Tom?
saying that about Baker?
yeah.
His numbers were outstanding until the end of the third quarter, and he tried to just do too much.
Which Tom, by the way? No names, please.
Tom
Last
from
name
the
starts
lot.
with a P. Tom
Oh,
from the
okay,
lot.
Different Tom. Yeah, I usually rip on Myles, and I thought he could have been better, but yeah, I thought he was all right. So that's good. Should we move on?
Yeah. This is the last silver lining I had.
Is it?
These teams caused the most pressure for opposing QBs through week 1 of the regular season. And this is from NFL Matchup on ESPN. The Browns
Shit.
the Browns were third.
Well, then that means nobody got to the quarterback this week. Because, like I said,
They
they
had-
only touched him 6 times.
And 4 of those were sacks.
We sacked in the Tampa Bay game. We sacked them 6 times before halftime. They touched him 6
In
times
the
the entire
You're
game.
using the preseason?
I'm using football as an analogy here.
Preseason.
But you're using
I'm not using
preseason.
preseason versus week 1. It doesn't matter. The defensive line with the starters sacked a quarterback 6 times before halftime. We touched Mariota. Touched. Not freaking sacked. Touched him 6 times the entire game.
Maybe
but we got 4 sacks.
maybe the secondary and linebackers didn't do their job.
I mean, I will say,
It may be.
Brian, four sacks in any NFL game is good.
Yeah.
That-
For offensive
NFL
line,
Matchup on ESPN does not lie, and the fact that
Anyone
you're out here
name-
disparaging
anyone
their
name
good
a-
name on
anyone
live
name a,
streaming.
how did we hear it? What are the
It
few
comes
things
out to
we heard?
64 sacks in a
Oh,
full season, so that's a lot of freaking sacks.
That's terrific. Great. Wonderful. You
All
still
right,
lost
well,
you still lost a freaking game. What I'm saying is against an offensive line who is missing half of their starters, if not all of them. We had nothing on Sunday from
It
the
says
defensive line.
percent
And it
of
pisses me
dropbacks
off.
where the QB was sacked, under duress, or hit.
Oh wow.
The Browns were third.
Third. I mean, the stats don't lie, Brian. The stats don't lie.
Yeah, hey, oh wait, see those stats right there? It's a stat.
NFL Matchup
There's
on
a stat
ESPN.
right there.
I will send you his address if you'd like.
He's a dick. I don't even know who he is.
What was the score?
Now,
of the
I wasn't
game?
going to mention this one at all, but I just want to, just because. Also, fuck that guy from the Titans that got beer dumped on him. I would have done worse. What's the big deal? Dude jumped into the stands. What does the NFL expect to happen?
We should talk about that.
I didn't put it in there
Why?
because I wasn't going to talk about it because that would just be another thing that a very offensive lineman I would argue about.
How do you guys feel about opposing players jumping into the dog pound?
Shouldn't do it. Shouldn't do it. And the NFL and the Browns are ridiculous for being
know
this
what?
anti.
I could give a rat's fat
I
ass
can't
and a rolling
believe the Browns are actually going to try and find this guy and ban him from the stadium.
It's an indefinite ban until they figure out what the NFL is going to tell them what to do. It's
They
just
can't
sad.
even figure out how to. They can't even figure out how to scan your ticket on your phone. How the fuck they going to keep this guy out of the stadium?
Ridiculous.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
I got
You know how
20
many
bucks
fake-
because he's still sitting in that seat right
Do you
now.
know how many fake emails you can set up and just send the tickets to yourself?
Well, you know what, John? How about this? Let's get to last week's predictions because I can't wait to see that.
You're just trying to get out of here.
All right,
man.
folks.
You ain't kidding.
You heard it here first.
All right, everyone, here we go. Get your predictions in so I can read them out. Scott says hi. Scott from the lot says hi, everyone. You know,
Can we
Scott,
just-
we've been in here for 40
Skip the
minutes.
predictions from last week and just move into the predictions.
No,
For this
well, we can go to next week's or last week's. Brian, I think you'll say that no one gets a point, right?
Well, I
Nobody-
actually want my prediction.
Not one person gets even anything remotely close to a point.
No one gets a point.
Oh. All right.
Well, I'm sorry.
there's
If
Jimmy.
this is accurate, Glenn gets a point.
I'm in dead last.
Was that?
I'm
I
in
don't
dead
think that
last.
was right. We're gonna have to go
If
check
that's
the tape.
if that's accurate, Glenn is a turncoat, but he gets a point.
No, I don't think. I think Glenn predicted it the other way around.
He absolutely did. Yes, he did.
Thank you. That's a typo.
He's taken advantage of my dyslexia, and I don't appreciate it.
It'd be the only point that Glenn's going to get. You better give it to him.
Oh. Everyone, you are not getting your predictions in on Facebook.
They're done with you, John.
All right. Well, have we decided who wins or?
No one won.
There are absolutely no points awarded.
If you
for
pick
last
the
week.
Browns to win and they don't, you don't get a point.
Oh, I thought it was like the Price is Right.
All right, so let's go. Let's go for next week.
All
I'm gonna
right.
have to write these down on paper because I don't have my
Did
slide
Jimmy
open.
eating chocolate bars during the show? Is he eating hot dogs?
Okay.
Jimmy, are you eating hot dogs in the show?
Like,
Bratwurst.
oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna have to do audio recording of the scores today, and I'll have to go
Yeah,
back
Oh,
because-
Jesus.
check
Here
the
we
tape.
go.
Sorry,
Wait.
everyone. It's gonna be audio.
Audio only.
Connie says 21 to 10 Browns.
Write that down. Hold on. I'm
Elizabeth
going to get a piece of paper.
Elizabeth says 17 to 21 Browns. I'm assuming the way you put that, you mean the Browns are going to score 21?
John, can't you do it from your computer?
I can. For ease, I'm just going to write it down
All right.
afterwards. Unless, are you
All right,
writing it
hold-
down? A very offensive line?
Yeah,
My
hold on a second. Hold on a second there, dickhead. Let me write these down.
I have my prediction.
We got Connie from the lot, right?
Connie from the lot.
She was 21-10. Then you had Liz, right?
Yep, she was 21-17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have my prediction.
You ready, Jim? Don't be shy.
31-17 Browns.
Oh, I almost wrote that the other way. I thought for sure that was where you were going with it. How about you there, Sleepy? John?
I'm going to go 16
Take your time.
Jets to 20 Browns.
Oh, boy. What
Wow,
about,
only 20 points?
what about Caller? Is he
Our offense blows.
Is he worked into a shoot over
What?
there? Has he got something for us?
Caller is here.
What is your
for this
prediction?
week's game, sir?
24-21 Jets.
Ooh.
I almost went there.
Oh,
I think the Browns come home 0-2.
okay.
But if they
And-
do that, they're a bunch of losers.
Yeah, then you're going to
It kills me to do that, but 24-21 Jets.
Okay, then you're going to start off 0-3. So, good luck with that.
I'm not happy about it. I have to say my piece.
Liz,
What else?
I was very tired from the night before, and I had to catch up on some Z's. I just figured we were getting blown out. It was the best time to do so. Tom says Bell
I
runs it up.
missing?
No, she just asked me if I fell asleep during the game. Tom says Bell runs it up our ass all day, and we go to overtime. But 27-24 Browns. Everyone has a shit day at work on Tuesday.
There you go.
What was Tom's?
His was
20
27 Browns, 24 Jets.
All right. And Brian is recording all the listeners and viewers.
Got them all right here.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Where's Glenn?
And we got
Glenn.
Scott from the. Glenn's not here. He must have left. We have Scott from the lot.
Yeah.
27-17 Browns. Did you get that one already?
Wow.
Look at that. The Browns have turned away none of their homers
I haven't put mine in there
except for Caller, and possibly a very offensive line.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
caller.
man. I don't-
Caller turncoat. Yep.
As much as I hate to say it, I don't think this is going to be a very high-scoring game.
I disagree with that. The Jets defense
You
sucks.
know, the Jets' defense sucks, but guess what? We weren't
Our offense
necessarily. Yeah, our
is-
offensive line kind of sucked
Come on.
too.
Crappy.
I don't really like the whole our former offensive coordinator going against our former head coach / defensive coordinator thing. It's going to be I think this game's going to be a stalemate, kind of back and forth, low scoring. So I'm going to go Browns 16, Jets 13. It's a low-scoring, boring affair, and people are going to be like, why in the fuck did they put these two teams on Monday Night Football?
Oh, so you expect Austin Seibert to make 2 field goals?
No, I expect him to make 1 field goal and miss 1 extra point.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Tom expects Seibert to win the game for us in overtime.
And I want to say, what's that, Quincy and Enua, whatever their freaking Jets wide receiver was. Didn't they put him on IR today, didn't they?
He's out.
So they have
Jamison
Robbie
Crowder.
Anderson.
They have 2 or 3 guys that are out.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson. They just got Demaryius Thomas in a trade.
Quinnen Williams.
Jamison Crowder.
No, one of them.
Yeah, so they're not really
defensive tackle.
They have Le'Veon Bell, and we can't tackle still.
Yeah, but if they can force them to throw the ball,
they're going to bubble screen to Bell all day, and we can't stop it.
Of course, I would.
That they need to game plan for.
That was, you know what? We didn't talk about that. The lack of game planning for this Titans team was, for the lack of game planning in general was non-existent. And then you come out after halftime, and it was like there was no coaching done.
Can I stop you there for a sec?
Go ahead, James.
Take away the 18 penalties, okay?
But you can't.
What?
I wish we could. If we could, we win the game probably.
Just let me talk for a second. That has nothing to do with game planning, okay? That's not like I move my chess piece here and then you move yours here, and then this doesn't work. This is like us fucking ourselves, all game.
So you're taking the Freddie route. You're giving more blame on the penalties than you are on the.
In the first 5 minutes of the Fancast, I said the score was 15-13 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and it was a game.
Hey, a very offensive line. Do you know what Le'Veon Bell did last week?
He had a good game. I think he scored on a touchdown reception. He had over 100 yards from scrimmage. He had a good game.
Yeah. This will be a test if we can stop a running back, because we didn't do it at all last year.
No.
Caller?
You shower yet?
Caller, are you still making dinner plans? Or?
Are we? He's asking his wife if she took a shower yet.
Oh, well, he maybe wants to hop in there.
What?
All right, everyone.
Let's all just listen to caller here.
There's no.
Crystal, would you please get in the shower already?
Tiana Park, thank you for watching. We start at 7:30.
On that note,
we're out of here. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
Any last minute predictions before we go?
Get your last minute predictions in. Thank you, Sir Yacht, on YouTube for Odell Town Road.
As Jimmy always says at the end of every show. You're not going to say it, James?
I don't think he remembers.
I'm not going to say that while people are listening. Okay?
You say later, bitches, every single show.
Later, bitches.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns on Odell Town Road. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. Gonna take my dogs to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. I got Odell running the flat, touchdown with a snatch. Teammate holding back and the stadium is packed. Riding with my dogs, Baker getting blocked. Browns ain't bad for wounds, yeah, it's cause Cleveland rocks. Ain't nobody fourth down punting. Yeah, the Browns ain't punting. Steelers fans are scared of us, and every team we crush it. Baker's the X Factor, we got the last laughter. Favorite